Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as India. So in the last episode I put a pinned comment up that was about some of the things that we need to do here in the beginning of this video. And the first one was to fix the faction issue. So the goal of this campaign is to have two large factions fighting each other. One fascist one and one communist one. And we're going to have an issue right from the start because Germany and the United Kingdom, or the British Empire, had their own separate factions, and I don't think they would have ever joined, because I don't think the British, I could be wrong, but I don't think they were set to have their faction dismantled and then to join the Axis faction. I don't think that would happen. In fact, I think they might have been fighting each other. Well, that's really not how I wanted this campaign to go down. So I went ahead and fixed that. I had the British Empire join the Axis, and so that's what they look like now. Just basically the United Kingdom with Canada and South Africa, and then the British Malaya have joined the Axis. Now Japan also has their own faction, and if we want it to be one big fascist faction, then we need to put them in the Axis. However, I haven't done that yet because I think it will cause some major issues with China, because China is already at war with Japan, and so what's going to happen is Japan joins the Axis, and then they'll pull in Germany and the United Kingdom, or the British Empire, and everybody who goes to war with the Axis from here on out would join the Chinese United Front. This is particularly true when it comes to the communist countries because we don't have a faction for our side now. Trotsky doesn't have a faction. Now, I don't know if they'll have a focus that'll create a faction for him, because it looks like the Comintern was completely dismantled, because even the Soviet Union has a new faction called the European Pact, which is the faction that Lithuania has joined. So that's probably going to cause some issues too. So until either this war here is done, or there's alternate factions for countries that join, either a democratic faction under the United States or our communist faction here under Trotsky, until one of those things happen, we won't be able to do anything with Japan joining the Axis just yet, because again, I think it'll cause too many issues, and frankly, China's having enough trouble as it is, I think. They don't need to be fighting the Germans and the British as well. So yeah, we'll just kind of slowly make adjustments to the factions as need be to make sure that we have what we're looking for, the two factions fighting each other, with the Americans having their own separate faction, I assume, where it's going to be like, they're leading the minor democracies in the world against fascism and communism. Now, the other thing I mentioned in that pinned comment that I wanted to do is send an attaché to Trotsky. However, he is not willing to accept it, maybe because we're not communist yet. So we can't do that. Likewise, the Spanish are not willing to accept one either. So I won't be able to do that. So I was hoping to get a little bit more army experience, but unfortunately that will not be an option. Another thing I want to do here is go ahead and train some units. Looks like we're still short on the infantry equipment, so we'll just train the one for now. And just deploy them over here. And then the last thing I mentioned in that pinned comment is who we're going to be attacking first, because I knew some people would ask about it, and I think it's going to be Thailand or Siam here will be the first one that we attack. They're up here on our borders, and by attacking them, we'll get the resources, which they have 13 rubber and 3 tungsten here, and then of course the 56 rubber here, so that'll be really helpful for our Air Force. But then also it gives us a land border with the Malay Peninsula, which we'll be at war with when we go to war with the Axis. And so that allows us to get all these goodies here. So I think that should be a good fit. We won't be invading Indochina, since of course France would likely be in our faction. So we won't be invading them. And we should end up having, once France does join our faction, we should have like a nice frontier once the Japanese defeat the Chinese, if they do, which I assume they will. But yeah, then this would be the front with the Japanese here in Asia, the one that we'll be fighting on quite a bit, I think. There's other countries we can attack too, but that'll be our initial move will be against Siam, but we will not be able to do that until after we go communist. So we have Burma and Pakistan. Their compliance is high enough that we could set up a provisional government, but we're not going to do that. Yeah, I think we'll just keep them under our own control here with the many benefits that we get from having the compliance high. Which, if we want to take a look at that, yeah, compliance is sitting at 84%, so we're getting all the bonuses there. And no resistance issues. It does, of course, require a little bit of troops for us to occupy. As you can see here, we do require, Yeah, well, not quite 2 divisions to occupy that. Canada declared independence. Well, that's interesting. They're still in the Axis, right? No, they are not in the Axis. Okay. So that pulls them out of the faction. Now, the problem here is that neither of them are fascist. So once they go fascist, they should rejoin the faction. Yeah, I assume that should work out fine. Now, I'm a little bit worried about Spain here. Spain's having some issues. We wanted the Republicans to win, and they are currently losing. And if they do lose, our faction is going to be a lot weaker. I know Spain's not a super powerful country or anything, but that puts France in a situation where they're already fighting the Germans, the Italians, dealing with British invasions, civil unrest in northern India. And then they also have to deal with an invasion here from Spain, and that's pretty much the end of them. So Finland has a civil war happening as well. Well, that's interesting. I don't know how exactly that happened. You got a fascist ones. Maybe it's part of the Estonian focus tree. That's the only thing I can assume here. Now, this will result in the fascist faction going to... Well, maybe not. They're not in the faction. Okay. But they are at war with them. So I think they'll end up joining the Axis, and this will result in the Axis going to war here against Finland. So yeah, I assume this has to do with their focus tree. Yeah, I'm really regretting not setting them to democratic, kind of messing some things up there. I didn't think it would cause any issues. But yeah, with them sitting on default, I just kind of thought that they would probably go down their historic routes. But they did not. We had one of them go communist, one of them go fascist. So we'll just have to see what happens there. It does look like Trotsky's making good progress, so the war there should be over soon. And yeah, the Spanish are losing here. And I'm not going to interfere with stuff like that. If one country doesn't win their civil war like we wanted them to and doesn't go the route we wanted them to go, we're not going to interfere like that. Only thing we'll interfere with is the factions. That's it. All right, so a bunch of stuff happened over here. Most importantly, we got our own focus done, so we no longer have to worry about the risk of famine. So that's fantastic, because again, those events are nasty. You don't want to get that. And the penalty you get is for a year, 365 days. So it's not something that you just have to deal with for a month or two. You'd have to deal with it for a while. We will be going with the All India 4 block, so we can start moving towards communism. I did want to address this focus here, the two-nation theory. So this will result in Pakistan being released when India gains freedom. We already have freedom, so I don't know if that's going to happen immediately, or maybe it would wait to happen until the Civil War starts. I'm not entirely sure, but it would reduce some of the penalties we have here on the marginalized Muslim community. So I think it reduces the recruitable population factor by half. So that'd be really helpful. That's a lot of extra manpower, and then almost completely eliminates the stability. I think we'd only be like a negative 2% stability at that point. So it would be useful to have. I don't really want to release Pakistan, so we'd have to fight them because we're trying to expand our borders, not lose territory. And then also that results in us losing one good state here, because I believe we lose East Bengal, and so we're going to lose the factories there, and we're also going to lose the manpower in these areas too. Given the 10% will likely make up for it, but I don't know. So we'd have to attack them again and do that just to kind of reduce this penalty. I don't know if it's worth it. Let me know what you guys think. Is it worth doing it knowing that we're going to have to attack Pakistan and reconquer the territory just to get rid of some of those penalties? Let's go and knock out the All India 4 block. See what decisions we have available here. Just the war propaganda, which we do want to get war support higher. We're actually, wow, we're pretty high here. So with the 24%, you're just 1% away from being able to go to partial mobilization, which would be really nice. I don't know if I want to keep spending the political power to move down this slowly, though. Not when we have other things I want to get. So I don't think we're going to do that right now. Plus, we don't have to spend the 150 political power. I mean, as world tension gets higher, the war support will get higher on its own. So I don't really want to spend the political power for that. But let's go ahead and grab the material designer so we can start researching some of those techs. And also want to take a look at how we're doing on our equipment. Because if we have the infantry equipment in a good situation, which is it's not too bad, then we'll build another unit here. Looks like that's all we're going to be able to do for right now. We might want to change up our factories a little bit. Yeah, we might want to change our factories up a bit. We'll build infantry equipment for a little while longer because we have the efficiency high there. The Hungarians just joined the Axis. And Austria was annexed. And I think the last Chinese state here, yeah, that's the last one, has joined the Chinese United Front against the Japanese. And the Soviet Civil War has ended as well. So we'll have to see if they create their own faction. If they don't, we'll have to create it. Now, we can't do that as India because India doesn't have a national spirit, from their focus tree that allows you to create factions. You have to have the national spirit that gives you that ability. So we will not be able to create a faction. And therefore, they'll have to do that, or some other communist country for us to have a communist faction. If they don't, we'd have to create one. So we did get the Demon, and we'll build that. Again, I don't know how I feel about getting the Naval Bombers with our limited tech slots. Should we be researching all these different, more specialized planes, especially ones we don't think will be all that helpful because of the range issues. The 1936 Naval Bombers have horrible range. And I know tactical bombers aren't great at naval bombing, but at the same time, if you got really low efficiency, then the naval bombers aren't going to do all that well either. Really, they're only going to be able to attack the coastal ships that maybe if they're doing like naval invasions or something like that. Yeah, I don't know how useful the 1936 naval bombers would be, so I don't think we're going to get that. We did just get that bonus to the research to getting these here, so let's go ahead and do that. That's what I was waiting on, because we'll want those for any early wars that we do. Yeah, we got some troops building up over here. We might want to take a look, see if there's anything to add, because we know we're done here, but we still have support companies to do. We have to research those, don't we? So we're going to need to spend a research slot on getting some of the support companies, because we don't really have very many options just yet. So we want to add those. As far as the rest of the division designs, again, I'm not sure if I want to use motorized. I don't want to spend any experience on them, because I kind of like the idea of having just the cav units instead and not having to spend the oil on that, which, oil could be an issue. We'll get... No, I don't think we will get any here. Yeah, we won't get any oil here. So yeah, oil could be an issue. We can trade with the Soviet Union, I suppose. They have a lot of oil. But then we got to use civilian factories for that. So it would be nice to just have our fuel reserves focused on supplying our planes and not have to worry too much about supplying a lot of oil to the troops. And again, the cav are going to do better in this rough terrain here. So we did get that military factory constructed. Excellent. Let me just take a look at where we're at here. That'll give us 10 military factories. I think we're going to build a couple more, guys. I really feel like we're very short on the military factories at the moment. Just looking for 60% that aren't up here, because I think we'll lose that in the Civil War, that territory. So yeah, we'll just build here then. We'll get like 2 there, and then let's go and get another civilian factory going as well. I guess we can put it over. We should probably put one here. Take that down there, and then build this one here. There we go. All right, so just continue building those up. We do have the ability to modify our government here. Could change the population laws up, our conscription laws up, and we probably will want to do that soon, but not yet. I think we'll wait until after the Civil War, because what's going to happen when the Civil War happens is we get stripped of a bunch of manpower, and sometimes I feel like you don't get the manpower back that you lose. It takes time anyway. But yeah, we'll lose all this manpower here from some of our main areas here. This is 32.29 million people. So yeah, I think that this will all go free in the Civil War. We'll have to fight it and retake that territory. So let's just wait to change that up. It's not like we don't have a ton of stuff to get here. So could go in and get the Theorist. We're waiting to get... We might want to just sit on it, actually, because this will be done here in 20-something days. I don't know where our political power will be. But I would like to just go ahead and get the communism taken up immediately. So I think we will sit on it, because none of this other stuff is going to be all that advantageous to us. Could start getting some air experience, I suppose. And I suppose this is only 100 political power. Yeah, I guess that would work. I like doing it through here. Not that it matters, but... As far as the next military high command, might just get the close air support genius. I think he'd be the best one to get. And that'll give us more air experience, but would cost more political power. So instead, we'll just do a Chief of Air Force here. And we will do... probably ground support. Yeah, I think that's the best route to go. They're all experts. So that's 100 political power. So we should hopefully be close to having the 150 to point a political advisor here. Once we get that focus, we'll be pretty close to it. Might not be quite at 150. But at least we're getting that benefit now where air experience is going up. Also, we got those... Oh, we got more planes too. We got those fighters. Let's go ahead and get those set up. We're going to go ahead and research the tactical bombers next, the next level of tactical bombers. And we will not build the old ones. But we will get the fighters going. So let's go and put them down here at the bottom. And you know what? We can also put some close air support in there too. So get those going. And let me see how we're doing. Infantry equipment's doing all right. We're going to need more support equipment for sure as we make adjustments. I think we'll be fine on the infantry equipment. I think the main issue here is probably going to be artillery and anti-air. And we just put that in a fighter, so that's fine. So the next factory we get will go to the artillery. And the one after that will go to the close air support. We do need some aluminum though. This is the one resource I think we will have issues with here in the early game. I suppose we'll trade with the French. Help them out. They can use any help they can get. Because yeah, I think France is going to have some serious issues with Spain not going the route that we had intended them to go. So we're going to be a pretty weak faction, honestly. And it looks like the Indian Civil War is going to happen on its own. Okay. So we want to get these troops out of here because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they'll let me move these without making a decision. You never know exactly what's going to happen there. Because I'm not going to let them break away. So we're going to do that and then just fight them. And so we're going to want to get all these troops out of this area that might break away from us. And we don't really have a whole lot of troops either. Let's put this guy somewhere over here. And we're going to pull these guys out too, because I don't know if the whole Civil War will start. I assume this is just going to be with the Muslims. But yeah, let's go and move these guys. Eventually a decision will be forced here. And it might be one we don't want. Let's see how much time we have. We got 11 days. So yeah, just get all those troops out of there on the railroads. Just kind of delay this as long as we can here. And then we'll deploy those guys once we know where we can deploy them. So yeah, we're going to say we cannot let them break away just like this. And we will go to war with Pakistan with not really a whole lot of troops. Though it does look like it gave us some troops here. Alright, well that's interesting. Yeah, it gave us a bunch of troops. Okay, well, we'll take them. I'm sure the designs aren't great, but yeah, they're not great. But we'll take them. Do we have enough to keep them? Oh, interesting. We would have kept that territory. Okay, I wasn't sure how it would work. So yeah, we're at war now with Pakistan. And if I knew we were going to have to fight Pakistan anyways, can we put them all in one army? We cannot. Alright, so we're going to have so many troops here. We'll have to create two separate armies. So let's go and pull all these guys into a separate army here. Did they join that? Yeah. Let's go ahead and just change up their color. Just so they look different. I guess we'll do like a red. Go ahead and give them commanders. And give them borders and all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and throw these guys on here. This might not be enough troops here. Come here. So we might want to throw a couple more down or into this area. Yeah, and then the rest of these will be on this frontier. We'll need to give them some commanders. We have 2 available. We should probably put our hill fighter over here. And oops, in the red army we'll put, I guess we'll put Noel in charge here. I know he's the armor officer, but he's got way better attack. All right, excellent. So that's good to go. We just need to go ahead and get the close air support here helping us out. Let me just take a look and see what we got in the stockpiles. Nothing else. That's really it. But yeah, we can have them help us here. I don't know if Pakistan will have any planes. I guess we'll find out. I almost want to have them help out over here first, but you know what? I think we can go ahead and start pushing forward over here. Let's go and slow this down a bit. Go and start grabbing this territory that's wide open. Start pushing forward there and over here. Alright, so everybody get moving to the borders. Those that are really far away, we want to make sure are taking the railroads. This guy can go, yeah, just straight over here. Also over here, I didn't do anything here just yet. We don't actually want to fight anybody if we can avoid it. Alright, so these troops still need to get over to this border. So he has to go that way. Well, we can have this guy attack here. I suppose we can attempt to attack here and see if we'll win. These troops are pretty cruddy, so we'll just have to see. The war in Finland is over, and we have bypassed that. So I wonder what happens with that modifier. So you get it. Alright, so it actually gives it to you. Alright, well this works out, I suppose. We're forced into the decision, but I'm okay with that. So our stability penalty has been reduced. We'll now have more population, although, again, I think it'll just kind of make up for the population that we lost here. And then the autonomy doesn't really help us, obviously. Alright, so pushing forward over there. They do have a lot more troops over here now than they did. This guy's coming over here to stop. Oh, looks like they got the territory anyways. Let's go and attack here. So kind of just need to wait until some of these troops get onto the borders here. Can he get there before him? I think so. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so things are going well over there. Let's take a look, see what this decision available is. Just things that are popping up because we are now at war. And we don't need to do either of those right now. This guy here might end up getting pushed back. You know what, let's just go and retreat so that we stay on the port until we get more troops over here. Let's go and attack there. See if there's anywhere else we can move forward here. No. So I did not do, in my little test playthrough, I did not do this war against Pakistan. So I never did do that one. And we can do a provisional government in Pakistan. Alright, let's go ahead and, I guess we'll help them out here to get this win, because that'll cut off that division there. So I suppose we'll just go ahead and do the attack. Now they are coming across this river here. We'll probably just let them. Yeah, because I don't want them to take Calcutta. We'd have to leave. Now, I might not have sent enough troops over here to get this done, but I think it'll be irrelevant if we went over here. Now, I don't want to fight people when I can avoid it. That's kind of our goal here, is to try and avoid fighting where possible. I guess we can go over here. Yeah, we should be able to beat that guy there. And let's just go and push forward here as well. And this guy, no. Don't do that, man. Stay here. Alright, I want him to stay here, so we'll just put him onto this border for right now. It kind of sucks he just lost all his organization, because he was trying to come over to this front. Alright, so it's going to push forward here. And again, not trying to fight people where we can avoid doing so. They'll likely take over this area here from us, just because we're waiting for troops to get up there. So I think I moved my troops too far away. Seek help from Germany is not an option. All these were bypassed. That's interesting. Huh. So that means I'm not going to get the bonus at all? For taking that one? Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Maybe because you're free already? But yeah, having that daily communism support would be really, really helpful. And that's not going to be an option now. We did finish that up, so let's go ahead and do this before I forget. Get the Communist Revolutionary. So that'll allow us to tick it up by 0.10. It just would have been really helpful to have that 0.03. Yeah, that would have been nice. So we're already in a civil war, so we're not going to do the Indian People's Army right now. Let's go and get something else instead. Not a lot of options. Again, their focus tree is not great. It's not a great focus tree, unfortunately. So not a whole lot of good options. I think we'll just go with the political power and army experience here. Now, our division designs aren't great either. That's another thing to consider. And I did forget to deploy these guys. Let's go ahead and deploy him over here. Let's deploy that one. And he's not trained. You know what? I think we might actually let him just train up just to get that 25% modifier, get rid of it. Because he's like almost there. And his training is really close, 94%. So we'll just let him train right there. Clearly not going to win here, so we'll stop that. We'll keep this one going because we should be able to win once we get that unit there. I don't want them to take this territory here, so these guys need to hurry up and and get over here to stop them advancing. Let's go and take this here. That'll cut off that one unit there. Can we get there before then? We've been moving for a while, but they're already over here. It looks like we're going to be just short. All right, so that's a shame. Though, I think I was meant to go... Yeah, we already have somebody going there. So what might make more sense to do is instead attack them there. Once we get a bit closer. I know it's across a river, but allow this unit to get there. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, just see if there's anything else that needs to be done here order-wise. Let's go and push towards the capital. I think that guy will likely get there before us, though. 1 day and 9 hours. 2 days and 0 hours. Okay, so we won't do that. And let's go and stop whatever this madness is. Can't stop it. He just will not stop. Come on, man. Alright, there we go. So, let me see where he's at. 18 hours. 13 hours. So let's go and attack now. Again, just to lock him down so we can grab that territory real quick. Alright, so he's pushing forward over here. He's going to grab that. It'll cut off this division. Let's go and take a peek over at this front, see what's going on over here. Let's go ahead and take this province here, though this guy is about to push forward, but I think that'd be a good thing. Allow us to maybe cut some troops off there. So I'm okay with it. So remember, we're going to get this guy fully trained up here before we put him on a front. We're still waiting on the one division here, so that'll help. Could push this guy back across the river, I suppose. But I would probably prefer to attack right here, even if that requires me to use this attack across the river. I think that'd be better and try and cut that guy off. Though, no, he doesn't have a port. Okay, Calcutta has the port. So yeah, he'd be cut off. We're winning here now that we have the 2 divisions. Excellent. Now, if you've never watched one of my series before, I do play a bit slower. I manually control all of my divisions. I rarely ever put them under the control of the AI. And so I think this will result in them going over to this province. They might not even been going to the province that I thought they were anyway. Yeah, they're just going to that province. Yeah, I do manually control all of my divisions. And play a lot slower, more talkative style of play. That's a lot slower overall. We don't want our troops getting cut off here, so let's just go ahead and have them cover this. Alright, looks like they're going elsewhere. Supply is an issue up here. That's okay. They're not going to fix it. So we should be able to win there, cut these guys off, win here, cut these guys off. And also they're pulling back off this front a bit. Let me see if I can't get across this river before him. Probably not. 3 days and 6 hours. 3 days and 14 hours. Pretty close. Can he go over there? I don't think so. Oh, he can go straight over there. All right, so what we'd want to do instead is just attack like so once, you know, we get a little bit closer to getting there. He'll get there in 2 days and 11 hours. So he's already getting there in time. All right, so that works out well for us then. All right, so let's see how things are going over here. We've almost got this connected here. This guy's not cut off since I took that territory from us. Okay, well, that's fine. He's leaving, so we should be able to grab that province soon. When does he get there? Can we get there first? We get there 1 day, 19 hours. So we'll go ahead and go here, and then that'll result in them attacking us across the river. Do we want to wait until this guy leaves here? 1 day and 15 hours. Yeah, we'd get there first, so we're going to grab that. They're trying to grab this province back. Probably just leave that as is. We'll just lose it. All right, so these guys here, so they ended up getting somebody else there in time. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's go and grab this province, and we're going to try and make sure this guy can't get out of there. He's got, yeah, I don't know if we're able to do this. We'll have to watch it, basically. And then attack him. To make sure he can't leave, because they're trying to cut him off here. All right, so make sure he doesn't leave before our unit gets here in 18 hours. Taking that province, cutting that unit off. And then as soon as he leaves, which there's no point on doing this, this clearly isn't going to work. And these two are just flipping places, apparently. So we did get this unit cut off here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and have him support to get that done a little bit quicker. All right, excellent. Yeah, this is looking good. Let's go and stop that and this. Neither of those going to work, clearly. Let's go and peek back over here, see what's going on. We did get this unit cut off. Fantastic news. Let's go and bring him over there to support. And we are still winning here, but losing here because they have a lot of divisions over there now. Yeah, quite a few divisions, unfortunately. Let's see if we can't train some more troops up. I'm assuming that we're lacking the artillery and anti-air. Yeah, it's just the artillery and anti-air. We don't want to use too much infantry equipment here. We should also take a look, since we just lost all those factories, how our factory situation is right now. We could deploy this guy, but we'll just let him continue training. Is this guy done yet? He is. So let's go and put him onto this front now. We won't get him all the way up. Unfortunately, we just don't have the time for that. Let's take a look at our factories. Yeah, we're doing fine. Yeah, this is not bad at all. Okay. Alright, so just waiting for this guy to leave here. And then we're going to try and cut that unit off there. And yeah, he's coming over here. That's fine. We're winning the attacks they do against us. Okay, so we want to go ahead and grab this province here. We'll see which unit gets there first. So he'll get there in 3 days, 1 hour. I assume this guy would because he's not crossing a river. Yeah, 1 day and 8 hours. And we might need to attack these guys here. Yeah, we'll have to attack them temporarily. We did finish this up. Excellent. They're all trying to come over this way. Just come over here, guys. Come up on this front. We don't need anybody there. In fact, I almost want to pull back on this, but then we won't have anybody to destroy them. Let's put one guy over here. That's all you need. Alright, so yeah, we'll attack these guys once we get them down to a few hours. Just going to throw an attack in here just to lock them down temporarily. While our unit takes this and cuts that guy off. 6 hours. I don't know if we can beat this guy here. Probably not. Let's see, it's 1 day, 23 hours. Yeah, we're not going to get there in time. Alright, but that's fine. Alright, so they have taken this territory here. We will defend these two provinces. Obviously, supply is an issue up there. Let's just take a look and see what's going on. I assume we don't have... Yeah, we don't even have any supply hubs in this area. Let's go ahead and have these guys use the motorized level. We won't set the troops up to do that, since these armies won't likely stay around. We'll only do that in areas where we're having supply issues. Here we seize these rails and the supply hub, and it hasn't gone over to us yet, so that's the reason why we have supply problems there. Yeah, this covers a large area here. Look at that. Yeah, so changing that should fix the supply issues there. I'm not seeing any other supply issues anywhere else. Alright, attacking here. Fantastic. Just need to get that guy over there. And I'm not sure where you're going, but why don't you stay here, man? I'm going to try and get him across here. Across that river. If nobody else gets there to stop us. Still winning here. Let's send another unit into this attack. Just to make sure this gets done. Alright, so with these guys here defending, we'll be able to wipe that guy out soon. And make sure nobody else is going over there, by the way. Yeah, just the 2 units. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so this guy is now cut off from supply. Fantastic news. We're going to get rid of this here. And stretch out the front. And we'll delete this too, I suppose. And a lot of the troops that are coming over here, I think, are probably unnecessary. He's already at... Well, we can actually stop these attacks. We don't need to do those any longer. Though we are currently losing that. So you know what? We might need to send them in anyways. Yep. Make sure that we don't lose that location while we wipe these divisions, or this division, out here. Alright, so that looks good. We're going to have him attack there as well. Again, just try and find all these units. Alright, we're good to go for now. Alright, let's go and push forward over there. And I can try and attack here. One thing we need to do is I need to be able to tell the difference between the Hindu militia that we have here and the regular infantry divisions, which I haven't seen any names in the comments just yet. Can we not change anything with the Hindu militia? We cannot. Alright, so we'll have to change our own design. I guess we'll just do a sickle here. Alright, excellent. So that'll allow me to, you know, tell the difference between the two of them, because I don't even know who's who here. And these divisions are much better, obviously. So just attacking here until we get that into a victory, which is almost there. Could make more adjustments to our division designs, but I don't think there's much we need to do. We can't really change these guys up. Alright, so that didn't work because they got there, but that allows us to advance here. So let's go and put a division over there. Alright, so nothing else to be done up there. So just wiping out that division there. And the fascists are taking over there in, have this guy push forward here. Over there in Poland. They are pushing forward into this territory, so that's an issue. We just don't have enough troops over here to stop them. But again, it's kind of irrelevant if you win here. Then you just cut all those troops off, and then who cares, right? Still winning over here. Frankly, this front, we just don't have enough troops to get things done. I'm going to try and win right here. Well, it looks like one guy's going over there, so that's a problem. Let's see if we can't beat him there. Then he'd have to fight us in the mountains. We cannot. So what we'd have to do is attack with this guy just to lock him down long enough. Have that guy go over here. Because, yeah, I don't want them getting there first. I don't know if we'll even be able to get there in time to stop them, because this is, obviously, this attack isn't going very well. But, yeah, I don't want them splitting this two off. Yeah, I think that would cause us some serious issues. So we'll try and stop him and see if we can't make that happen. But he's taking so long to get over there. Still wiping out these guys here. Winning here as well. I guess we'll keep the attack going for now. It locks those troops down. That's a lot of troops that are currently being locked down. Might have to attack across here. We'll just have to see. No, we're good to go. Alright, so whenever they leave out these openings here, we'll take advantage of it and push forward. Get some territory for free without having to fight for it. I'd like to advance over here, but we don't have any troops over there to do that. Too many troops that are currently focusing on this attack to get that one unit wiped out. Again, they have such a low attack there. Oh, they saw us winning here, so they sent more troops. Yeah, look at them all attacking here. Alright, so we weren't able to get there in time. That's unfortunate. We are trying to wipe that division out. A lot of people currently attacking here. That is across a river, but let's go and attack this way. Also, these guys are losing here now as well. Alright, so yeah, they're advancing here. They're going to cause us some issues there. So we need to get this done over here. When's he get there? 1 day, 1 hour? Yeah, we'd have to attack across the river. We'll try and wait to attack for as long as possible. Let's go and attack now. That'll also help with this defense here. I'll see if we can get this here. It looks like that's a no. Okay. Here you got to attack into the hills, but we might be able to do that if we send 3 divisions. Still trying to get that guy wiped out. Let's go ahead and support this attack now. Just keep it going. Let me take a look at our planes and see if there's... Yeah, we only have 1 fighter. I was going to see if we had some fighters over there. Let's go ahead and take some close air support. Just get like a small air wing over here to help us out in this area. Now, I don't know if we're facing any Pakistani planes, so let me just take a look. It doesn't look like they have anything, so that's just going to give us straight bonuses, so it's nice to have. We were able to get over here in time, fantastic, so let's go and stop that attack, since obviously that's not going to work. We'll keep this one going, because it might end up working. It's a possibility. And then I suppose we're going to need to send a division over to help out. Yeah, they're really trying to stop us from taking that province, because they saw that we were winning there. Yeah, they're getting pretty aggressive here now. And yeah, just definitely pushing forward over here. We almost got that division cut off, but the low attack is what's resulting in everything taking so long. Because their attack is so garbage. Alright, so still trying to get this guy over there, so that's why we have to keep this river attack going for now. And this will give us the opportunity to push forward over here. Winning there. Have a ton of manpower. I think the equipment's going to limit us from building much, though. Yeah, we're just so short on equipment right now. So we're just going to have to wait. Alright, so we've gotten there. Excellent. So that's worked out nicely for us. We'll keep this attack going over here. Let's have this guy move over here. Make sure that he's on this front. Maybe he's staying here because he's on that front right now. We almost finished up this division here. That's going to free up a ton of troops. So that'll be helpful. And we don't need to stay here anymore. We can let them attack there. Or we don't need to keep that attack going is what I mean. Alright, so let's go and push forward over here. Still trying to move towards that capital there. Now this guy's moving out. Let's go ahead and push forward here. Try and cut them off here. from their capital. So over here, things are not quite going as well because we just don't have the troop numbers. Let's make sure this guy stays here. I think we'll go ahead and maybe assist across this, see if that'll work. No, now they sent more troops over there. So just go ahead and stop that instead of attack down here, try and help them out. As you can see, we're having difficulty in this location. And let's just stop that attack as well. Give him time to get his organization back up. So I'm just kind of waiting to get some of these done here, like this one. And what we'll do is we'll have this guy, once he gets there, support this attack, try and get it done quicker. I don't want them getting reconnected. Let's see what everything that has happened over here. We've got an opening right here, so let's go and grab that. And maybe an attack here to stop them from pushing forward there. Winning over here as well. I don't know that that'll be a win, but it's fine. Let's just go and have this guy advance here. We finished that up. Excellent. So that's nice. Yeah, we'll just keep on attacking here, even if it's a loss right now. It's just keeping so many troops locked down. Did we ever give them planning bonuses? We did not. That was foolish on my part. Alright, so that could have helped. Yeah, that's one reason why we're not doing as well as we could be. I thought I did do planning bonuses. I was just over here. This was the only location. So it's a good thing we got a planning bonus here. This guy here is about to be cut off from supply. And I don't know that he'll be able to get back in time. What if he went there? No, that wouldn't work. So we'd have to win here, essentially, to be able to reconnect this one division. I don't think we'll be able to get there in time, honestly. We'll probably lose this one troop. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It'll be the first division that we lost here. But yeah, it does look like we'll likely lose that location. We're trying to retreat them, but 1 day and 6 hours is what we're looking at. And there's really no way to get there in time. I mean, you could throw them on the rails. Maybe, I don't know. No, because there's no rail here. So that wouldn't work. Yeah, that wouldn't work here. Alright, so that's really not an option. Frankly, we're just going to have to attack here. Maybe we'll be able to free them? I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe if we attack this division as well. Yeah, but this front here, we're having a little bit more difficulty. Because I think we're outnumbered overall. Just a little bit anyways. I guess we have to keep troops here to make sure we don't get cut off from our two sides here. Alright, so let's take a look, see what's going on over here. Again, the war can be won on this side of things. We will attack mountain provinces that aren't defended. So just kind of moving towards that capital there. Let's go ahead and have this guy support here. And just making sure nobody's moving up north to stop our efforts here. Yeah, but things are going well over there on that front. It's this front that I'm concerned about. Now, we might be able to get across there. Yeah, he's currently... he'll probably get destroyed no matter what. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any turning this around here. If we could have won there, but I think we're just going to lose that division. We did finally get here. Good God, it took forever. That was one hell of a fight to get over there. But yeah, we did finally win. Actually, let's go and have this guy over here, and he'll go there. Attack him while he's weak. And then we'll be able to destroy this one unit. Of course, they can push forward over here if they so desire. There's not a whole lot I can do to stop them. And we'll just go ahead and stop this attack. I mean, no matter what, it's going to end up failing. So yeah, we'll lose that one unit, unfortunately. We're actually winning here. That was never designed to be a win. Let's stop this guy from attacking. That's clearly not going to work. Alright, so everybody's moving up to the north right now. Still winning here. Again, we're just trying to lock this guy down. We took that mountain province. Now we're going to go after the capital there. This guy's taking this province as well. Fantastic. Let him fight us here in the mountains. And yeah, just going to have to defend there. Finish up that defense. And yeah, it looks like we will win here. That'll cut off these two divisions. Though, we need to send them more troops. And we'll just keep one guy here. Okay, so we have taken this location. We have to wait for him to finish his own attack before we're able to do anything there. But we're going to push forward here, grab that territory. Yeah, it's a bummer they're taking all this from us. We'll deal with it in time. In time, we'll get our revenge. Yeah, we'll let this guy move over here, since I could easily advance here if they so desired. And I don't think we're going to win there in time to save that guy. We have a decision available that's just emergency factory conversion. So let's go ahead and say we don't need to be notified about that. Let me see what our civilian factories are doing. We're repairing. Okay, so we don't want to repair stuff. Let's go ahead and get another military factory going. Although, again, we're going to lose this territory when we have the Civil War, so that's something to consider about. I guess we'll put the one factory there. It's fine. But yeah, we will end up losing that. I suppose when you think about it, it'd be better to put it in a 40%. Oh, there's a 60% down here. We'll put it down there then. Alright, so let me see if there's anything for us to do here. We'll support this attack. Get that done quicker. So that, you know, these guys will be cut off and we can get those guys destroyed. Can we take this territory here before anybody else gets over there? We will try. These guys are now cut off from supply. We've got the capital as well. Let's go ahead and get them destroyed now. Alright, beautiful. And I suppose we don't need to keep this attack going any longer. It's clearly not going to work. So yeah, things are going very well over here against Pakistan. Got those guys cut off. Now let's go and send all these troops into this. Whoa, crazy stuff going on over here. Send these guys into this to get them destroyed. This guy is not in the attack and he's actually being able to advance. That doesn't make any sense. Wow, yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, he's not being considered in the attack. He's actually going to be able to... That doesn't make any sense. Wow. Wow, we got screwed over there, guys. That should not have been allowed. You can't advance when you're being attacked. Yeah, we got screwed over pretty hard there, guys. Yeah, that's a bummer. So yeah, the game screwed us over. That shouldn't have happened that way. He should not have been allowed to move there because we were attacking his province. So yeah, game mechanics didn't work the way they were supposed to there, and we got penalized for it. They're gonna be there in 6 hours. How long until we get there? 19 hours. Damn it. All right. So I don't think we'll be able to get there in time. We'll have to attack this location instead, and just attack them when they get there. When they go in advance here as well. So yeah, real bummer. We have 2 units attacking there, but yeah, it's a shame it went down that way. And these units are now going to leave. When do they get there? Well, 4 days, so we'll wait to attack them. Let our own units get their strength back up. So that unit there has finally been wiped out. Here, they're done with their attack, so we can attack them. And make sure any units that are assigned here go over here, with the exception of this guy. And see what else we can do. If we can win there, we can cut these troops off. We'll let them continue their own useless attack there for a little while, though. And we still got this unit fighting. He's not going to last much longer. Yeah, he's going to be dead here very soon. We just weren't able to win there quick enough. Our low attack results in everything taking a lot longer. We're going to take that province there. Okay. So yeah, things aren't going too bad here. Wiped out that unit there. Excellent. So now they'll get onto the front. And somebody did get there in time to stop us. So that's a shame. Let's just go and stop these attacks then. They have left this open here, so we'll go ahead and push forward. Yeah, they just don't see this as a priority anymore, which makes sense. I'm going to try and protect their new capital here. How long until they capitulate? We're at 62%. Look at the casualties. 6.8 thousand for us, 40,000 for them. So we're doing pretty good here with the kill-death ratio. How long until these guys leave? Because remember, we're trying to stop them. We've got not very long. All right, so less than 24 hours now. Oh, whoa, almost lost that there. All right, so let's go and attack them again. And we're going to push forward here as well, and here. Again, any territory that is undefended will push forward, obviously. We're not winning that, so we'll go ahead and stop it. That's into the mountains, so it's not surprising, honestly. I almost want to let units get over here. Still trying to finish this up here so that we can get these guys cut off. We don't actually want to defeat them there. Looks like it should be done here soon. And yeah, that'll let us take that province. Let's go and dip back on over to here. And yeah, they're just pushing forward over here, unfortunately. Again, none of that matters unless they grab a port, which is pretty far away. So I think we'll be okay for right now. Can he get across there? No, we can't attack here. It looks like that would be a victory. Let's go ahead and use these 2 units to attack here and cut those guys off. Still winning here. So yeah, this would be big, getting this location back under our control. We're just going to keep these guys attacking this way, just to lock them down. He can go grab that real quick, but you know what? Anybody who's assigned here, I'll have him go take care of that real quick. But what's the modified government? Nothing. Of course, just misleading me. Alright, so these guys have been cut off again. We'll see if we can't get them destroyed. That 1 unit got away from us again because the game mechanics screwed us over. They are going to reconnect them, though, here very soon. 2 days. Can we get over there and stop them? Looks like we can. Alright, so it should be fine. Shouldn't be an issue. We're grabbing that province, so we'll keep them going that way. Going to go over here. They're attacking us into the mountains. That's probably not the wisest way to do it. We'll let them do it. That's what they want to do. Alright, so they're coming over this way. We'll let them do that. So now we just need to get these guys here wiped out. And we're actually going to go ahead and help with this. Try and get it done a little bit quicker. And let me just make sure that they haven't sped up magically. 1 day and 2 hours. 22. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah, it looks like we should get there in time. But what we could do just to make sure is going to attack right there. So we have moved over to this province here. This one's open. So let's go and take that. And let's see if we can get over here in time. 12 hours compared to 2 days, 17 hours. So we'll be fine. All right, excellent. All right, so things are going nicely. And yeah, just it's an ugly situation over here, guys. They are breaking out. They see what we're doing here, so unfortunately, they're coming out of this now. This one's open, so let's go and grab that real quick. See if we can. Now we would have to win here in order to fully cut them off, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think this one might not be connected. I can't really tell. That might be enough. Alright guys, so I guess we can do a couple more minutes here, but it is about time to end the episode. Could cut some troops off here if we take that province. Right now we're kind of defending everywhere. And you know, I'm fine with letting them attack us. Obviously that's more costly for them, and oh good God, everything got messed up. Look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, so everything got messed up when we split this. I'm guessing all these troops are assigned here. Yes, sir. So yeah, everything got messed up. These guys, will let them finish that up. But then we'll want them to come over here. So yeah, that got all messed up. Alright, so see how we want to move these troops now. I guess we'll try and push forward into these 2 provinces. Just kind of separate this further so they can't reconnect it. That does mean that all these guys here are now cut off from supply. Alright, so that's probably a great way to end the episode here. We'll take a peek and see what's going on over here. We might need to help this guy. Yeah, we could end up needing to help him. I don't know if he'll be able to win on his lonesome there. It's like he's having some difficulty. Let's just have this guy go here. I don't know why he's feeling like he's got to go all the way down that way. Yeah, nothing they're doing over here is relevant because this is not core territory of theirs. So it's, other than us losing stuff, which is obviously not good, other than that, it really doesn't have any effect on the getting them defeated. We're now at 12,000, almost 13,000 casualties, while they're at 49,000 casualties. They're currently 73% towards capitulation, so should hopefully be able to have this war done soon. Definitely next episode. Got to do a little bit of conflict, so that was fun. We do have a faction here for the Union of Soviet Republics called the 4th International. Fantastic. I didn't know what would happen there, but that worked out nicely. So I'm glad that they have a faction. We don't have to create that. Spain is losing here. I think they will unfortunately lose. And the Nationalists will be in it, which means that we're going to have an even stronger fascist faction. So that's a problem. But yeah, the fascists are definitely going to be a very powerful faction, even without Spain. But you add Spain in there, I think they could cause some serious issues. France wasn't going to stand against Germany, Italy, and Britain for very long anyways. But you add Spain into that, and now they're in serious trouble. They'll capitulate very quickly. So yeah, I expect that to happen. And then it'll be the Soviet Union will already be at war with the Axis because they'll likely pull France in to their faction with them being communists. And so what I think will happen is then it'll just be the Soviet Union, and these guys will probably all be defeated by that point, and then Turkey. So it'll be the Soviet Union and Turkey fighting against this huge fascist faction with France capitulated. And it's going to be a tough fight, guys. Yeah, I think it'll be a tough fight. So we'll have to go over there and help them while also fighting against the Japanese, which might be done with China by that point. So we'll have to see what happens, but I do expect this to be a challenging campaign. I think the fascists will be difficult to defeat, and we're going to have to help out our allies quite a bit here in Europe. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.